And welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's collective tarot love reading. Now I have your cards ready. I am going to deep dive and explain in detail by way of the cards what's going on with both you and your person. So let's go. Your crowning card today is the Tower card. The Tower card pertains to both you and your person. The Tower card is about the truth. No longer in fear of rejection, abandonment and neglect. Gaining understanding and courage to commit, to trust, to come out of a comfort zone of codependency. To have the freedom to express one's true wants and needs. To allow the light in, to embrace, to be vulnerable, and to actually know what love is. A past cycle, a past program, an outdated belief system is fully ending out. The Tower. So coming in with Lovers here collective. Okay, now this pertains to both you and your person. Now what it talks about here collective is that Lovers was a choice. It was a choice for your person. And you were well aware of that. Coming in with the Tower card. And so what it talks about there in your reading is, well, it can be seen as a perception for your person, but also yourself here collective, about what a lover should look like is what I'm getting. What a partner should look like here. It can be seen as a skewed perception here collective because of a tradition, a past program here collective, the way in which one was raised to see this here collective, lovers. And for both you and your person, because of that perception here, which can talk about a childlike mind here collective, even though both you and your person are full-blown adults here, okay, it talks about choices here collective. The choices that you had in the past and the choices that your person had in the past here. Which is where you gain that understanding here collective, where you gain that courage here. See, what Lovers is talking about here in your reading is your person is finally making a choice. That's what I'm getting. They know the truth about love here collective, about who they want. And what I get here collective is that you've always known that you wanted your person, your true wants here collective, but you may not have expressed it in the past, and neither did your person here in your reading, only because here collective, because of how you expected this to be, and your person, what they expected here collective. Because to be together here collective, like I said before, meant that both you and your person had to learn to trust, not each other, but oneself here. And trust in the universe that this was the person for you. The truth here collective. And like I said before, the truth here was to face here collective and confront your own neglect, abandonment and rejection, which is what people will go through. People go through a tower when they face that here collective, because they've actually built upon it here. People just build upon it here collective, thinking that that's not the problem. That abandonment, neglect and rejection, that's not the problem. Everybody else is the problem. A situation is the problem. Environment is the problem here, which is why I spoke about a past cycle is ending, a past program is ending here collective. because that past program and cycle here, collective, is also about removing those blockages and barriers here to allow the light in here, to be able to embrace and actually get to know what love is. This is why both you and your person are coming in with lovers here. This is a new beginning. This is what it talks about. So the old way, that outdated belief system here, collective, of what lovers should be, that is ending out. This is what it's talking about here in your reading. Because of the tower here, collective, what it talks about there in your reading, and I want to touch on it here, the tower is, it can be seen as a shock here, collective, but the shock here is about what you went through, what you endured, what you suffered through here, collective. When you confront your own negative here and negative attachments here, collective, those attachments to pain, love is hurt, love is fear. One's childhood, the program here, collective, that can bring in a tower moment, of course, here, because it's bigger than what you thought it was here, collective. When you truly face it, learn to release and transmute it here, collective. Okay, when you find out the truth about oneself. Now you're coming in with the Five of Cups, and so what the Five of Cups is talking about here in your reading is, well, it's coming in as your person, all right, collective, and it's talking about here for your person there was an internal conflict, and that internal conflict was about your person's emotions here, okay? And what that talks about there, collective, is that your person still had negative attachments here to their past, neglect, abandonment, and rejection. And for the tower for your person, like I said, the shock here for your person is how big that it was, because it impacted greatly on your person's life. That's what it talks about. The tower, when you confront here, collective, the truth about oneself. Because it talks about the choices that your person made, but more importantly here, collective, it talks about the void for your person. See, the problem here for your person was how to understand the void and where it came from and why they had avoidance and why they ignored here, collective, their own feelings here, their true wants and needs here, collective, and why your person couldn't express it here. And that, to your person, when they connected the dots, there was a huge realization for your person, like I said, because that realization here, collective, it shocked your person here, because it has impacted greatly on your person's life, from childhood to adulthood here, collective. Which is why they had, well, internally, your person had conflict with themselves here, collective, because of their emotions, in terms of, how do I make this choice? And I spoke about your person, gaining the courage to trust here, collective, to commit, to come out of a comfort zone of codependency here. With the Five of Cups, it talks about a huge fear of rejection here, collective. It's about being accepted belonging, fitting in. This is what the Five of Cups can talk about here. Not wanting to be on your own, not wanting to be seen as different here. Oh, excuse me. Because a lot of what your person did was out of fear, he collective. That's what the Five of Cups is talking about. Of not being accepted. That's what it's saying, he collective. Which is why your person has needed to understand, he collective, to trust in oneself. Because that wanting to be accepted and to belong, he collective, and to fit in was a comfort zone for your person. It was codependency for your person here. Codependency on others and others on your person. That's what it talks about here in your reading with the Five of Cups. It's like a way for your person to ignore how their childhood here, collective, what they went through in their childhood here. And avoid memories here, collective, of neglect, abandonment and rejection is what it talks about. To come out of a comfort zone for your person, collective, was huge. It's huge for you. It was huge for your person. It was a huge realization here, collective, that what they actually feared here, collective, was their past. Now you're coming in with the Nine of Wands, and so what the Nine of Wands is talking about here, and it is coming in as your person, okay, collective, and what it talks about there, it talks about your person's courage to come out, to come away from a past program here in your reading. It's about courage and strength here, to collective, to face one's own fear of neglect, abandonment and rejection. Yeah, of course, you can talk about lessons here, collective, okay, and your person has learnt some really big lessons here, coming in with the Five of Cups here in your reading. See, what it talks about there, collective, is that your person, they failed to express their true wants and needs. And now they have that understanding here, collective. It can also come in as a chance. Now they have that chance to finally say what they truly want here, collective. They have to follow through with it. But what it's also talking about here with the Nine of Wands is it's not a big step for your person here. It's small steps. That's what it talks about here. So your person needs courage just to take the steps. So this is why I'm saying here, collective, it's small steps for your person. Because it's saying here, each step has to be thought out for your person. This is what it talks about here, because each step they have to trust. They have to commit to that step here, collective. That's how it's coming in. Because it's coming in as self-empowerment here, collective. Okay? Self-improvement. That's how the Nine of Wands is coming in terms of wisdom. Okay. Now you're coming in with the Three of Cups. And so what the Three of Cups can be talking about here, collective, is negative patterns and habits. Toxic addictions here, collective. and a comfort zone here of codependency for your person. And like I said, with the Nine of Wands, it's each step your person has to trust each step here. And what it talks about here, because they're coming in with the Nine of Wands, they're still quite vulnerable here, collective. And you are when you begin your going through death and transformations, and when you start ending out past cycles here, collective, a past cycle, a past program. Because when you start ending it out here, collective, and then you fully end it out, you have to rebuild it here, collective. And at that time, it's during that time that you become quite vulnerable here. Susceptible to others here, collective, people, places and things, which is why you need that courage here, collective. To be able to understand why you ended out, why you came out of that here, collective. Because you have to trust in oneself is what it talks about. So for both you and your person, what's coming in here with the Three of Cups here, collective, is people want your time and attention. And they don't know how to show, is that the best way to say it? There may be people around both you and your person, or maybe even yourself here, collective, that want your time and attention, whether it's positive or negative, is what it talks about here in your reading. But what it talks about here in your reading, collective, for yourself, I spoke about your person being quite vulnerable here, but however, for yourself here, collective, what I'm picking up here is that you're not budging. You're showing restraint. You're showing discipline here. All right? Because going backwards here, collective, is how you see it, and that's not what you're doing. This is what it talks about here in your reading. Now you're coming in with the Two of Cups, and so what the Two of Cups is talking about here, for both you and your person, this is a huge realization here that this is what you want. Because the Two of Cups is coming in as lovers and the Tower here, collective. Coming out of that comfort zone, but more importantly here, collective, ending out a past program here to be together. That's what I'm getting. Because the person you're wanting, the person your person is wanting, hey guys, is you both want each other, and that's it. That's what I'm getting. All right. Okay, so you're coming in with the Hermit card here in your reading. And so what it talks about here, collective, is the knowledge and information here, what you've gained because of this experience, but more importantly here, collective, what you've gained, the knowledge that you've gained, it's what you've learnt here, collective, by going through what you went through here. But more importantly, what you know about yourself here, collective. It's been huge. It's a huge realization. Because I get here in your reading, what it talks about there is that you wanted to know here, collective, more about yourself. You wanted to know who you truly were. With the Two of Cups, what it talks about here, collective, is appreciation. You have appreciation for your person. But what it also talks about here, collective, because of what both you and your person went through, You both now show compassion. It's coming in like that, and empathy here. With the Hermit card, what it talks about here, collective, is that, well, you're not interested in anybody else but your person. And this is the same for them here in your reading. Okay. Now you're coming in with the King of Swords. So what the King of Swords is talking about here, collective, is this person isn't saying much here at this time. What I get there, because of the Tower moment here, collective, and what that Tower moment meant, like I said, the shock that, because it was a, it was a huge realization for your person, just how much of an impact their childhood has had on their life in terms of neglect, abandonment, and rejection. Here in your reading, with the King of Swords coming in here, what it talks about there is, like I said, with the Nine of Wands, it's about your person trusting each step that they take here and commit to that step. This is how it's coming in. Action. It can come in as an action here too. Okay. Because they are gaining, what it talks about here in your reading is your person is gaining the inner strength here. And I spoke about when you went through that Tower moment here, collective, when you went through death and transformations here. Yeah. Just how vulnerable you were. And it's the same for your person. But they don't want to come across like that here, collective. Okay. Now you're coming in with the High Priestess here, collective, here in your reading. And so you know the truth. You know the truth about yourself. That's for real. But you also, it talks about compassion, empathy here. See, with the High Priestess card coming in, it's talking about here in your reading, you know what your person is going through. Not literally know, but you would know how they would feel. Here, when I spoke about what's going on with your person, you would you would know or understand is a better word. This is why you have compassion. This is why you have empathy here, collective, when it comes to your person. Now you're coming in with the Empress here, collective, and so what this talks about here in your reading, this is how you've been seen here. What it also talks about here, collective, because of what you've gone through here, you follow through with your ideas, you follow through with your inner knowing here in your reading when it comes to here, collective, your true wants and needs. That would have been a learning experience here, collective, coming in with the Hermit card. All right. Huge changes for yourself here. Okay, so you're coming in with the Empress here, collective, and what the Empress card is talking about here in your reading is that your person chooses you. They see you as the Empress. They had choices in the past, of course. Yes, especially if you're coming in with the Empress. I see it that way. Okay, collective. Now, what it also talks about here in your reading is so do you. All right. Okay. Now, just before I carry on, collective, I'd just like to say I offer counselling, mentorship, advice, programs, and tarot readings. If you're interested, please check out the details in the description box below. I'm not just a tarot reader. So let's move on. You're coming in with the Death card. The Death card talks about a cycle here, collective. It talks about ending out a past cycle. It talks about transformations here, collective. Death and rebirth. Because this is what your person is wanting. They've ended out a past cycle. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Join us in the Facebook group. and I will catch you later. Bye.